Remember all that you have. It's Canadian Thanksgiving now, so I thought that it's the best time to make a video about gratitude and giving thanks because I feel like people often neglect giving thanks in their daily lives and being grateful for just every day that they have. And especially with social media today, you just see all the things that you don't have. You often compare your life to the life that you see that other people have. While I don't believe that we should compare our lives to anybody else's at all, we often compare our lives above. We never go below. So you always look at what you don't have. You never look at other people's lives and say, look at all the things that I have that they don't have. So if you were to compare at all, then I feel like the best way to compare is to go down, because then you'll see that, hey, look at all the things that I have that I'm taking for granted, right? So many people would do almost anything to get the things that I have. And I'm here looking at social media, looking at other people's lives and asking, why don't I have all these things? Why isn't my life like theirs? While other people would give so much for the life that you have, right? So instead of just only being thankful and grateful, giving thanks during times of Thanksgiving, right? During seasons of, hey, it's Thanksgiving around the corner, it's Thanksgiving Day today. Now is the time for me to give thanks. I feel like we have to give thanks on a more daily basis. We have to look around at all the little things that we often take for granted, the little things that we're so accustomed to that it's just so normal to us, but for other people it's not normal at all. And you may be looking at other people's lives and saying, oh, their parents just bought them that new car, their parents always take them on vacation, they're blessed with this opportunity, they have this, they have that. While you have to understand that you have to be grateful for everything that you have now. And I feel like people often will be like, yeah, I'll give thanks and I'll be grateful when I get that future spouse, when I get that job, when I get into that school. But it's like, only if that happens, then I'm going to give thanks. Then I'll be grateful for the things that I have. But you have to be grateful for your situation now. Because how do you expect to be grateful when you have all those things and you can't be grateful for what you have now? So how do you expect God to bless you with all those gifts when you don't appreciate what you have now? How do you expect to control that room when you can't control the room that you're in now, right? So I feel like, and you have to have the mindset of even if I don't one day get married, even if I don't one day get that dream job, even if one day I don't hit 100K on YouTube, I'll still be grateful for everything that I have. Even if, right? Not if this happens, then I'm good. If this happens, then I'll be grateful. It's even if it doesn't happen, I'll still be grateful. I'll still give thanks for my situation. So we have to really understand that we can't compare our lives to other people, because we often will say, okay, compare. And I heard that, and most of the time we are ungrateful because of situations of suffering, right? And I saw this well put definition, or well put, of how you view suffering. Suffering is wanting something that you don't have, or not wanting something that you do have. So I'm suffering because I don't have that future, I don't have that partner in my life right now. I'm suffering because I don't have that dream car that I wanted. I'm suffering because I don't have this. I'm suffering because I don't have that. Or I'm suffering because I have this sickness. I'm suffering because I have this condition that I never wanted, right? But it's understanding that you have to be grateful for every situation that is presented with you. You can't only be grateful if everything goes to plan. If everything goes to whatever I planned it, then I love my situation. We have to understand that we have to go through the rain in order to receive the flowers. You can't have flowers without the rain, right? No rain, no flowers. And I'm not telling you that, hey, you should love suffering, you should love going through trials and tribulations. No, I'm telling you that you have to understand that going through the rain, going through those tough times is essential for you to have your flowers, for your flowers to bloom, right? And understanding that in times of pain, in times of suffering, you have to be grateful for those situations. You have to be grateful for the rain, because people will often be like, oh, my crops aren't flourishing, my crops aren't growing at all, and that's because there's no rain. And you have to be grateful for the rain. You have to be grateful for the things that God puts you through in order for you to receive your blessings, right? You would have never become the person you are today without those problems. You would have never understood the things and had the outlook on life that you have now without going through the things that you had to go through, right? All those trials, all those tribulations, and the rain. So understanding that it's also a test, right? It's not suffering, but it's a test. It's to see if you are really ready for all the blessings that God has for you, right? All the blessings that you've prayed for, all the blessings that you've worked for. You have to study for a test, right? You work for the test, but the teacher is always silent during the test. So if you're like, why aren't my prayers being answered? Why aren't my blessings coming to me now? And you're in the hardest, toughest situations of your life, you have to be grateful for those situations, because in order to get the end outcome, in order to get the flowers, you have to go through those hard times first, right? So being grateful that, hey, I'm going through the rain in order to grow my plants. I'm going through the rain in order for my flowers to have those essential nutrients, for my flowers to be able to bloom, right? And it's like what people say, it's like, if you have success overnight, you don't build any character. But if it's slow progress, then you will understand that it took so much to get into the position that you're in now, right? So don't be like, oh, why are my blessings being held back? Why aren't my blessings happening today? I'm putting in this much work today and it's not coming out. Tomorrow I'm expecting my flowers to bloom. But being grateful for every season of your life, being grateful for the things that you don't even know that you should be grateful for, giving thanks for the things that you take for granted, the things that other people would do almost anything for, right? It's so normal in your life that you think that it's regular. You think that everybody has this opportunity. Everybody has these things in their lives. So understand that, hey, maybe having this roof over my head, maybe having this phone that I have, or this clean drinking water, a meal every time I get hungry, the convenience of going to the store, right? Some people don't have that. So being grateful for the things that you don't even know that you should be giving thanks for. Giving thanks every day. Really taking time out of your day, or taking 5 minutes or 10 minutes out of your day and giving thanks for everything, right? Really slowing down, looking around and saying, hey, what have I been taking for granted? Is it that one friend that I have that a lot of people don't have? Is it that friend that if I call, they'll do anything for me? They'll drop everything and come and see me when I need them, right? Because it's like the saying of, you don't know what you had until it's gone, right? People often don't value the things in front of them. People only value things when they leave your life. So looking around and really being thankful and grateful, giving thanks for everything that you have, because you want to value something when it's here. You don't want to value it when it's gone, right? It's like if you lose that one friend that would have done anything for you, now you're like, oh, I really should have valued them. I really should have let them know that, hey, I really appreciate them, that I'm really grateful that they're in my life. Or you are in that season of you're really healthy, right? And you take it for granted. You're like, yeah, it's just a normal day in your life. But then something happens and you get hurt, right? You can't do the things you loved anymore. And now you're like, oh, I really should have taken advantage of my good health, right? Or it's if you were in school, you're like, ah, I really miss school. When I was in school, I hated it, but now I miss it. We often don't value the things that are in front of us. We always look ahead. We always look for those future blessings, right? But being grateful for the things that we have now, the things that are in front of us, and not ever comparing ourselves to other people, because you don't know what they did to get that, and you don't know what they're doing to keep those blessings, and what's for you will come to you. So don't ever want something that's not yours, right? So not comparing yourself to people who have more or people who have less. You have what you have, right? So love your life, love the things that you have in your life, love the people around you, and always appreciate them. Always show appreciation to the things that you have. So for everybody who watches, everybody who supports, I just wanted to say I'm very thankful that you take the time out of your day to watch me. You take the time out of your busy schedules to watch and support. So I hope that you are all doing well, and remember to stay grateful forever. I'll see y'all in the next one.